Hello everyone, welcome to Sunya IAS. Choosing an optional subject is being considered as one of the most critical decisions for UPSC civil service examination. Why? Because first it directly affects your rank, second your preparation time and your overall confidence in your mains examination. Now, among the various options available, anthropology is emerging as consistently reliable, scoring and strategic choice. Why? In this video, I am going to explain why you should choose anthropology as an optional. See, in this video, I am not going to provide you the biased view, but in this video, I am going to talk about some facts, some basic things and a basic introduction for this optional. First of all, this optional is having a very compact and well-defined syllabus. The syllabus for anthropology is being divided into two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Now, many of the aspirants who are aspiring to take anthropology as an optional, they are having some myth as well as some fear that this subject is new to them, as well as this subject is all about the biology. They have to study about the biological aspects only. But let me tell you, the syllabus is being divided into two parts, paper 1. So, the paper 1 is basically constituting these two aspects. First, the socio-cultural anthropology, second the physical anthropology. Here, as you can see in terms of the syllabus, socio-cultural anthropology is constituting 33% of the total syllabus of anthropology. Now, socio-cultural anthropology, it includes the basic social aspect like the family, like the marriage, culture, religion. So, it is including those types of aspects which are not including the theory or theoretical part, basically where you have to study about the some anthropologies, their views. So, that part is excluded. Here you have to study about the religion, the basic aspect of religion, the functions of religion, the functions of marriage, the functions of family, what are the things affecting the family, the disintegration of the family system, like that. Then there is the physical anthropology. Physical anthropology is basically constituting around 24% of the total syllabus. Now, this is the part which includes the biology. Now, this biological part, it includes something related to the human anatomy. Other than this, it is including the DNA technology, the recombinant DNA technology, application of anthropology in terms of the sports, in terms of the defense, as well as epidemiological anthropology, like how the disease are affecting us, communicable disease, non-communicable disease, some nutrition deficiency based disease. Fine. Then there is the another part, the paper 2. Now the paper 2 is very general in terms of nature. Paper 2, it includes three parts. Indian archaeology, which is constituting around 5% of the total syllabus. Tribal India, where you have to study about the tribes. So here you are not going to dive into the fact like how the tribes are living. It is related to the aspect of the society which is affecting the tribes. Like, for example, the developmental projects, you are integrating the development, you are intruding into their areas. So, the developmental things, how it is affecting them. Then there is the Indian anthropology. Indian anthropology related to the culture aspect, like how the Indian villages, they are being impacted, how the Indian culture is being impacted. So, it is basically talking about the Indian parts only. Now, in terms of this paper 1 and paper 2, this syllabus, it is helping you to complete the whole paper 1 and paper 2 into 3 to 4 months, like maximum 5 months. But within the 3 to 4 months or maximum 5 months, you can have the multiple revisions with this syllabus coverage. You can have a better retention. Why? Because if syllabus is short, you can revise it multiple times. And because you can revise it multiple times, you have more probability that you can retain more. Other than this, if you are having more retention power, you will have more confidence. So, in terms of it is providing you more time for your GS as well, because now you are not concerned about your optional. You are not investing your 10 month, your 8 month only for the optional. Here you can complete it within the 3 to 4 month. So, this type of advantage of this optional is strategically helping you for your GS part also. Other than this, the another myth that anthropology is not having overlapping. Here I am providing you the facts as well. Here you can see it is having a strong overlapping with the general studies. With the GS paper 1, you can have complete overlapping in terms of Indian society, social changes, ancient India. So, the Indian society, where you have to study about the demography, where you have to study about the Indian villages, or the social, like how the media is impacting the villages, the globalization impacting the villages. So all these aspects. Other than this, ancient India. Here, in terms of the GS paper 2, you are going to study about some aspect of the social justice, like you are going to talk about the vulnerable section, the tribes, how they are living, the poor people, the disadvantageous people, how they are living, how they are basically being affected. Then there is the GS paper 3 in terms of the general science, like how it is basically related to the general science. In terms of nutrition based deficiency, epidemiological anthropology, where we are talking about the biological aspect. As I have told you, the physical anthropology, this is here in terms of the GS paper 3. Then there is a GS paper 4, ethics, where you are going to study about some Indian aspect, where you are going to study about some basic emotional intelligence. You are going to study about the aptitude, the attitude. So the kind of content you are going to study for your optional, you can use this content in terms of examples, you can use this in terms of a basic fact in your GS paper. Now, other than this, the sociological aspect you are going to study here, the kind of philosophical mind, not complete philosophical, but a kind of philosophical approach you are going to have, it will serve you in your essay paper. So that's how you can get the view that anthropology is not all about the biology or science. It is basically a blend of all these type of GS paper aspect, and that's why reading the anthropology, studying it is not considered as boring. Why? Because here in one optional you are going to study about the 5 subjects, and those 5 subjects, they are also very short. Now, other than this, anthropology is being considered as one of the scoring. Now let me tell you, in terms of score, about 280 they are achievable. Like if you are reading the static aspect, you are doing the answer writing, if you are conversant with everything, you can score 280 plus. See, I'm not saying it is easy, but I'm saying it is doable. I hope you are that much aware of the 2 word. It's doable. If you are doing which is required, you can get it. 320 plus are also possible. The maximum marks till now, highest marks 361, that has been achieved in the 2018 by Lakshmi Nair ma'am. And she basically, if you will study about her story, she basically got this mark only in the like when she invested around 2 to 3 months, where she did the first paper before the prelims and she did the second paper after the prelims. See, every single story is different. I am not saying that you don't need to invest the time, but I am saying that it is doable. This is what you need to understand. Other than this, it is small, it is compact, it is scientific as well, it is logical as well. Here for anthropology, guidance is available in abundance. You can get multiple test series, there are so many books available, there are so many answer writing module available, enrichment classes available, there is ample of material available for this optional. So in terms of guidance, there is not going to be any sort of scarcity. Other than this, in terms of this optional, current affair dependency is limited. I'm not saying current affair is not being used, but UPSC is not directly asking question related to the current affair. If you are adding current affair, you are adding value, you can get more marks. I mean, if you are doing it, you can get more marks. But if you are not doing it, you are not going to cut short your marks. This is the difference. And this is what you need to understand clearly in terms of demand of this subject. Now UPSC has changed their way of asking the question, that is basically application based, but every single optional in the year 2024 and 2025, they face the same. So they all are on the same pace. But here in terms of strategy, this is what I am telling you how to prepare. Now, is anthropology suitable for you or not? If you are confused, so you should check on these 4 points. First, if you are a beginner and you are not having any background in anthropology, still you can choose this subject. Why? Because this is the nature of the subject. If you are a science graduate and you are not, you don't want to study complete science, still you can take this subject. Why? Because this subject is having humanity overlap. If you are the one who's having interest while studying about the society, culture, the human behavior, you can have this subject. If you are the one who's seeking a scoring and a manageable optional, then this optional is for you. And one of the biggest myth that I want to burst it today, like no prior knowledge for anthropology is required. No prior knowledge for anthropology is required. Like you can start it from scratch and you need to do hard work. See, hard work is not replaceable. So this is what you need to understand, and this is how you need to manage it. So if still if you have any sort of doubt that you should, see, I'm not saying that you should choose anthropology at the first instance. First you need to see what is your interest, but then you need to match your interest with the requirement. And still if you have any doubt, if you really wanted to talk to me, so you can basically fill the form. There is Google form available in the description box. You can fill the form and you can directly connect with me in case if you are having any doubt. Thank you.